So here we are at the Knox City Cemetery. You can see the pine trees really did not do so well, unfortunately, over this winter. So now it's time. We always have to go hunt for the ancestors. So we have to find our dead, and we have 3 sisters here. And here is one, Dorothy Altmeyer. Yes, Dorothy Altmeyer here. 1878 to 1970, and John, 1877 to 1945. So,
Roger, may I have the...
So we're going to put in some flowers. Dad's in charge of, tobacco offerings.
tobacco offering.
So this is what we do. We still have graveyard dirt from here from the last visit, so I don't think that we're going to have to get any more. So yeah, this would be the first one. And then we have, is that Margaret Spicer ours? That's one of our dead, right?
Margaret.
Margaret. So say hi to the camera.
Hi.
All right. So let's take a quick John over here. And here is Spicer, Dorothy Spicer, one of the sisters. Margaret, February 1st, 1871 to January 9th, 1956. And Frank, February 13, 1871 to March 1953. Then we have one more dead here, and it is another sister. Mom, what's the other one's name?
Grace.
Grace. What's her? Rhodes. So now we'll go look for Grace Rhodes. See if we can find it. So she might be back there by the other ones. We may have to turn around and see. I don't remember from the last time we were here. It's a gorgeous day. Somehow it's always hot on the day that you go to visit the cemeteries.
Did you see Rhodes?
I'm looking for Rhodes. They're looking for Rhodes too. None of these are Rhodes.
I just want this for the dates and everything.
Here, Rhodes.
And we found another one. Dad found it. Forgive the shaking. It's uneven farm ground around here.
1880, 1876. Died in 72. Damn, he's almost 100 years old. This guy didn't do anything.
So we would have Rhodes. Grace, 1880 to 1975, and Harvey,
in Quincy, right?
and Harvey, 1876 to 1972, and they actually lived in Quincy.
When he died.
Yeah.
How old was he?
I remember we weren't married very long, and we went there to see them, and you were just exclaiming to Uncle Harvey just how great I was, and he just laughed.
I said that?
Yes, he just got...
He said that to your Uncle Harvey?
Yes, he
I
was
didn't know
just
he
telling...
This
Well, he was
guy
born
right
in
here?
76 and died in 72.
He said that to Harvey Rhodes, the
Yes.
guy that I just
But
took.
all he did was go to the tavern for...
He sat in his easy chair in front of the window and looked out onto Monroe Street for years, probably 40 years of retirement.
And she had pink hair. Grace had pink hair.
Grace had what color hair, Dad?
Pink.
Pink hair. All right. Well, then she'll like the pink flowers, I think, that we have here. Let me hold the pink flowers up.
They love to color their hair. I've got to give her purple, maybe.
Well, she liked pink.
Well, all right, I'll give her pink. Her hair wasn't pink, it was red.
Well, it's close enough.
The ground really isn't all that hard.
Yeah, usually when we come, the ground's very hard. And we've gotten smart. We bring tools with us. When we go to the LaBelle Cemetery, we have to bring trowels with us because of the vases that you have to scoop the rocks out of first. It's lovely. I think next time we need to bring scissors. Yes.
What do you think, Sherry?
Come a strong wind, it might not stick around.
Huh?
It needs more dirt around it.
You think so?
Yeah, like that, like you're planting a flower. There you go.
Is that
Perfect.
in the center?
Yeah, it's perfectly centered.
No.
I think it's perfectly in the center. It just brings a tear to my eye. It's so centered. This is where I get my perfectionist tendencies from. And if she notices the grass on the other side, she's going to come over here and knock it off too. So,
Take a picture first.
as she takes a picture, let's take a little walking tour of the cemetery. So, there's other people here, and one of the things are veterans. And you could see this nifty little thing that they do at all of the cemeteries around here. This is Hayes, George W., 1847 to 1922. And they put a wooden cross, hand carved and painted, and a flag in front of all the veterans' graves, those who served, which is really quite lovely. Yes. Oh, perfectionist, we have one more. We're at the corner of Philly Avenue and something else.
Sherry,
Yes.
this is Aunt Dot's son, Charles
Wait.
Robinson. Her first husband was
Say
Robinson.
Say this again.
This is my great aunt Dot Altmeyer. Her first husband was Robinson.
Great Aunt Dot Altmeyer. Her first husband was Robinson.
Robinson, and this is her son, Charles, buried here.
So this is Aunt Dot's son Charles that's buried
And
here.
it says Dora, which she was called Dora.
Says Dora. Husband.
Charles W. Husband of. Oh, this was her first husband,
This is
not her
Dora's.
son. First husband.
Well, this is very congenial. So Robinson, she
Was
went
her
by
first
Dora
husband.
then, was her first husband. His name was Charles W. And he died in, it looks like, 1909.
Right, and then she
And
later married.
then she married John Altmeyer. So yeah, she was a busy woman.
There is something you can get that, what do we call that? Marg.
Aunt Marg.
Aunt Marg. Margaret. Spicer.
Aunt Marg. Is that a swan in the center of the tombstone? What is that? Or just
No,
a figurine?
I don't know what that is. See, that's starting to
Yeah.
form. There's a name for that stuff.
It's like the stuffed barnacles almost on a boat, but not.
Yeah.
As we do this, you can see the flags win.
Here, Aunt Marg will like those.
Do you think it's centered?
Yeah, I think it's there.
Just kidding. So that's everybody here
Yeah. And
in the Knox City Cemetery.
Aunt Marg died in January, and I graduated from high school in June of that year, 56. Just now realize that. And he had died 3 years before. They lived in Knox City,
They lived in Knox City.
this couple.
And vultures, if you can see them in the distance. Time to go.
It's time to go.
And these were three sisters of who again?
My grandmother, May Northcraft's sisters,
Okay.
Margaret, Dorothy, and Grace.
And did she have any brothers?
She had a brother, yes, which his name was, I can't tell you. I have to look it up.
Where's he buried?
They moved to California.
He's buried in California?
Yeah, he would be buried there.
Do you know what
I never
town?
knew him. I never knew him.
Did they have a falling out? Why did he go to California?
No, I don't know why. I don't know. I guess they just wanted to go there.
Okay.
I think he had been a postmaster or something in Knox City at one point, but I'm not sure.
He's buried over there.
Who?
Ewalt,
Who's the Ewalt?
Which Ewald?
the one that just died, the mail carrier.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
That's not what I'm talking
He's
about.
not one of our dead. This is a brother that moved to California.
I'm trying to think of.
Did you see anything
Grandma's-
interesting, Dad?
Huh?
Did you see anything interesting?
Oh, yeah.
I want to look at this as an interesting
Women.
piece over here.
The men all died before the women.
The men died before the women.
Isn't this an interesting piece?
It's beautiful.
I wonder if it has any significance to this family.
Well, it looks sort of like a heart to me.
Well, James Walker.
All right.
David L. Walker. And they put a big
Mushroom.
there.
Yeah.
He must have liked it.
People are very creative. Got some horses over here.
Yeah, that's interesting.
All right. Anything else you want to say?
But this isn't, they may have been related, but one of my classmates and roommates from Quincy. Her name was Shemp.
Oh, and there's several Shemps there.
But that's not the. It's not the same. They probably some of the family though.
Okay. Are we ready?
I can't believe all those trees died. What do you think? They had a disease or a bug or something?
It was a tough winter.
Oh, I don't think it was that. Could have been, but.
Okay, so we're going to leave the Knox City Cemetery now. And we've got some other visits to make. If we could pull Dad away from the gravestones. Mom,
Never put up a stone.
Mom, say goodbye.
Goodbye.